been a slop.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Safety screaming.
80 weapons.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten
More out.
He's coming.
We got no go.
They'll run on 1st down. Keith. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Spill.
Kill.
That's caught by Jennings.
Oh, wow.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
No, I just didn't.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get there. Patch it.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Go. Get it.
Rodgers with a keeper. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. He completes it to Nelson.
Should have made that fucking tackle.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
Missed the tackle.
Jordan Matthews taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's my pin. I scored 3 times.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Bring it. Sponge.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Everyone's got 4. 2, fellas, let's go.
Second and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check mine. Watch it divide. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
On the ball.
Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, dude.
Yo, watch. Yo.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The pass complete. It's Bird. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Down. 10 Lobo.
54 Mike. Coming.
Down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 6-6. Pull it high.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Ready.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready. 5:56. Watch QB draw. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Hill coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Go.
On 2nd down now, Keith. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Caught by Nelson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Matthews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Peterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Kill. Undercrush. Check.
On second down, it's Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Let's go. 6 orange. Let's go, baby. Everyone you got.
Back to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Niggas is ass, bruh.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
X3, 218, chop.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15.
This nigga catching everything.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, seam 6.
56.
Working from the gun. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Matthews saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Man open, Rice. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying.
That
wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Vikings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, cut.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Let's go.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Down. 60 out the ball. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. Blue dog working. Blue dog working. Check.
Looking to throw.
So Taylor's moment.
Flush to his right.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Vikings are able to
14 points. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. All we need is one stop. One stop. One stop and we'll change the game.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now.
One stop and I can change the game. One stop.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Gone back out there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Let's kill
When
him
you
off
start
shit.
plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
General West.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm.
There we go. That's the stop I needed. The stop I needed. Come on, let's get this touchdown now. We could bring this back. We could bring this back. I swear to
Now
God.
is this one sent away.
Something big, Percy?
This is taken at the
Something big,
23.
Percy?
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Red. 15 Lonnie. Under 10. 10.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 10th carry now for Peterson.
Oh, wow.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to
what?
the
He didn't catch
it's
that? I'm
incomplete.
going for it.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you say?
I'm down 14
in
the end of the third.
If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
Oh, his 25.
That forces 4th down.
Ready? Check, 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 check. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check the
They'll run with Peterson.
Let's go. Let's go. Yo, I swear to God, he was just beating me 28-0. I just brought it back 20-28. I'm really on here. I'm this nigga ass. I just had to just make a little adjustment.
Guys in football overall, add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
One trade.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54, block 54. Let's go, baby. 61. Matchbox lights. Shoot.
On 1st down.
Oh, no.
Have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers.
One play touchdown.
A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 33. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
You ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. Keith, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On 1st down, Peterson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run again with Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's
hurry.
They'll run on 1st down. Keith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Keith. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it.
What's the excuse now? I ain't in there.
And a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm in the neighborhood.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense.
Oh yeah, when you asked him that day, he did, bro. Yo, he did not know what to say. Like, he ain't know what you was talking about. He like, what you mean when you know what happened?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was and this is caught now for a late touchdown.
Like, that shit, like, so crack open.
This one's not
that
over
shit
yet.
tough. That shit tough. No cap.
Now they'll line up to
right after you kill him, though. That shit just crack right open. Soon as you shoot the nigga, the world just crack open.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick.
They trying to treat you like a goofy.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first.
Goofies in here, Jay. Big goofies, goofy. I bet.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Niggas about to get on 2K. What niggas doing? Niggas done getting rolled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
I brought it back to 6 points, man. 6 fucking points. 6 points, man.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, Even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them
You ever told your moms to hide 100 racks and it was 10 grand short, so you won it
and then
back?
point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we
I
got
brought
to
my
do is
first
work
break and I ain't won
harder,
it,
be
man.
better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs?
I got